In only 3 seasons, Real Madrid did something that many clubs could only dream of. 9 trophies for the manager, who had never led any first team in his career. Unbelievable does not even say it. But how was that even possible? The team came out of a position of confusion led by a novice coach, Zinedine Zidane, who moulded them into an unstoppable machine. Starting from January 2016, Zidane led Los Blancos to do something no team ever managed: to win a record 3 UEFA Champions League titles in 3 seasons in a row. Under his guidance, Real Madrid did not only win European trophies, but also 2 La Liga titles, 2 FIFA Club World Cups, and a host of other prestigious trophies that remarkably secured Zidane's status as one of the most successful managers in the club's history. This, however, is the amazing story of how Zidane's Real Madrid dominated Europe and altered the landscape of Europe. The 2014-2015 season is the season Real Madrid remembers for so many reasons. Under Carlo Ancelotti, Real Madrid were unstoppable. Cristiano Ronaldo enjoyed what could have been his best individual season, and they were the highest scorers in Europe. Still, all the talent and flair in the world did not stop them from ending the season without a single piece of trophy, except the ones from their previous season victory. This is unacceptable for Real Madrid, whose soul is wired to win. Their opponents Barcelona, meanwhile, were flying high, with Messi, Suarez and Neymar MSN forming the most feared trio in European football. Barca won the treble, while Real Madrid was in transition, replacing the experience of Xabi Alonso and Angel Di Maria. With budding stars such as James Rodriguez and Keylor Navas, the pressure was on them. Having wrapped up the domestic season with 92 points in La Liga, a full 14 points ahead of third-placed Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid came up short when it mattered most. They won once in 6 games against the league's top 3 and took a paltry 4 points out of a possible 18 against Barcelona, Atletico Madrid and Valencia. It was those failings rather than the accumulation of points which hit them hard. There were injuries, not least that to Luka Modric. He was missed creatively in some big games. Whereas Toni Kroos proved an excellent first-season signing, there was no real replacement in terms of authority for Alonso. Meanwhile, some seniors such as Iker Casillas and Gareth Bale took flack from the fans, particularly in the biggest games. As the season drew to a close, Real Madrid's problems were found to be too many. Ancelotti still took much of the blame for it, with Rafa Benitez seemingly its likely replacement. After a titleless season, Carlo Ancelotti was sacked, and Rafa Benitez replaced him as the head coach of Real Madrid.
Benitez was presented as the new Real Madrid coach.
I think he could be something good for Real Madrid.
Things didn't go well with everybody's expectations. There was that fantastic game against Espanyol, which ended 5-0, in which Cristiano Ronaldo scored all the 5 goals. However, the team still struggled to find its pace, and it seemed like something was wrong to the fans and commenters alike. November came, and everything got worse as Real Madrid lost to Sevilla in a drab game. The most heartbreaking match in the calendar year was the El Clásico, in which they lost 4-0 to their arch-nemesis Barcelona. It was all the more painful because this is only the second time Barcelona wins here by 4 or more goals in the Bernabeu. Despite managing to win 17 out of 25 games, and thus securing a 68% win rate, Benitez's time in the trench was overwhelmed by inconsistency and frustration, with the team looking disorganised for the majority of the time. Probably the most embarrassing moment was when Madrid got kicked out of the Copa del Rey due to fielding an ineligible player, making his brief tenure even more dramatic.
Just 7 months into his 3-year contract, Rafa Benitez is out at Real Madrid. Good luck, Zizou. You'll need it.
Real Madrid took a risk in January 2016 by appointing Zinedine Zidane, the most legendary footballer and former coach of the club's second team. Critics were blunt that he had no previous coaching experience at this level. Zidane proved them wrong in double-quick time. Real Madrid found its rhythm again under Zidane. He made big decisions like playing Casemiro in midfield to give balance in the middle of the pitch. In March, Real Madrid was hot, with 12 successive La Liga victories. A signature of this run was the incredible 2-1 win at Camp Nou against Barcelona, with the theatrics of a late winner from Cristiano Ronaldo and a red card for Sergio Ramos for good measure. Despite narrowly missing out on the league title, the story is bigger than figures and statistics. He changed Real Madrid instilling deep belief and unity among the players that translation into good results under the huge pressure of top-tier football. Then, the real magic happened in the Champions League, where Real Madrid made their way through some really stiff opposition, like that memorable comeback against Wolfsburg after being 2-0 behind, until Cristiano Ronaldo struck a hat-trick. Eventually, they won the final against Atletico Madrid through a tight penalty shootout that saw Ronaldo score the decisive penalty. This was Real Madrid's 11th Champions League title, with Zidane managing to do such an immense thing just 5 months into the job. But it was only just beginning. In his first full season, Zidane guided Real Madrid to the La Liga title, which had been dominated by Barcelona in Spanish football for an awfully long time. The win was an important one for the club to signal a new era with Zidane at the wheel. Then came the crowning glory which sealed his reputation. Zidane became the first manager in modern times to win back-to-back Champions League titles. It was an astonishing 4-1 victory over Juventus that sealed Real Madrid's supremacy in Europe. Again, Ronaldo shone bright with 2 goals and proved why he remains one of the finest players in the world. The match was full of thrill and drama that said volumes about the tactical acumen of Zidane. He prepared his team to expose Juventus, and the players put every ounce in implementing his plans with style. Every goal shared told of hard work and great team spirit under the man, Zidane. It was an unforgettable end to the 2017-2018 Champions League season. Few people had given Real Madrid any hope of making it 3 in a row, yet once again, team and coach Zinedine Zidane proved those people wrong. Struggling in their domestic league, Real were unstoppable in Europe, overcoming tricky opposition in PSG, Juventus, and Bayern Munich. The final was played at the NSC Olimpijski Stadium in Kiev on May 26, 2018. The stands at the NSC Olimpijski Stadium were packed with both Real Madrid and Liverpool fans, the setup for a classic encounter. Liverpool had a good start, the team pressing Real Madrid with some promising attacking play, but things only really took a turn for the worse when their key man, Mohamed Salah, fell to a painful injury after tangling with Sergio Ramos. His exit shook Liverpool and allowed Real Madrid to pounce. The second half continued with even more drama. Firstly, Karim Benzema's goal gave Madrid a somewhat undeserved lead over Liverpool, courtesy of a howler by the Reds goalkeeper, Loris Karius. With literally just seconds elapsed, Sadio Mane drew Liverpool level, but the moment that would always be engraved in memory came courtesy of Gareth Bale. Off the bench, he pulled off an astonishing bicycle kick that left everyone who watched in the arena and at home dumbfounded.
3 in the box waiting for the cross, and it was Bale! Oh, what about that? What about that from Gareth Bale? Off the bench with a fabulous finish.
It was reminiscent of Zinedine Zidane's great strike in the 2002 final and showed the sheer talent of Bale. Madrid was ahead once again, and the place was exploding. Bale wasn't done yet. He sealed Real Madrid's win with another outstanding long-range shot that went through Karius' hands to make it 3-1. The match had its highs of brilliance and the not-so-good moments of mishaps to end with Real Madrid claiming their 13th Champions League and making them arguably one of the greatest teams ever to take to a football pitch. He did what nobody else has done, lead Real Madrid to win the Champions League for a 3rd successive season. It was a 13th European title that proved Real Madrid as kings of European football. It was a celebratory night for Madrid, while a night that showed Liverpool fans what might have been the quintessential seesaw of emotions that football is. In 3 short seasons, Zinedine Zidane went from an uncertain manager to an unstoppable force. In 16 months, he won 9 trophies, leaving pictures painted that would live in the memories of the football fraternity for a long time, and whose mention would make those pictures deepen to be an indelible mark in football records. This wasn't success, it was historic. Do you think this has been the best period of Real Madrid? Leave your comments below.